In 2275, Constellation was founded by the legendary explorer Sebastian Banks. He felt that humanity had lost its spark for space exploration and set out to motivate like-minded people to join together in one organization dedicated to unraveling the mysteries of the cosmos. The new group built its headquarters, known simply as the Lodge, in New Atlantis, which not only serves as the main gathering space for Constellation, but also a dormitory for its members. In 2310, Constellation found a strange artifact which defied all attempts at analysis, and was left forgotten in the archives for over a decade. Well, by 2328, Constellation had purchased a space station called the Eye, and converted it into a telescope used for scanning remote areas of the settled systems. Over the years, Constellation has seen members come and go, and is currently headed by Sarah Morgan with financial backing from Walter Stroud, CEO of the starship manufacturing company Stroud Eklund. You first get introduced to Constellation basically at the start of the game, after you dig up another of those unidentifiable artifacts while working as a miner for Argos extractors. Barrett, a member of Constellation, sends you to deliver the newly discovered artifact back to the Lodge in New Atlantis, which is where you meet up with the rest of the group and are formally recruited into the organization. You have the option, after first meeting Constellation, to get started with them right away, or go handle your own affairs first, but either way, being part of Constellation is a core part of Starfield. The Constellation mission chain is generally considered the main storyline for the game, and it takes you all over the settled systems on a quest to find more artifacts and uncover their secrets. This ends up being a lot more involved than might be immediately obvious, and for at least a handful of the missions, there are multiple ways to finish things up, allowing you a good bit of latitude with your personal ethics, your playstyle, and even just your pacing for progress. Notably, some of the members of Constellation can also join you as companions on your adventures, and if you become close enough to them, you can get special missions from them which reveal a bit more of their backstories and give you the opportunity to help them wrap up some personal goals. If you're building a character to focus on working for Constellation, it might be a good idea to take some skill points in astrophysics, scanning, and surveying. These will help you quite a bit along the way, as the core gameplay mechanics with Constellation missions frequently involve surveying systems and using the hand scanner. Constellation also has a mission board. It's easy to miss, and it isn't really mentioned by the other characters, but down in the basement of the Lodge, you can find a mission board kiosk with random survey jobs that you can take, which are exactly what they sound like. You go finish some planetary surveys for Constellation, or find points of interest on some remote planet. Notably, you can also construct a Constellation mission board in your player outposts. The RP opportunities for Constellation are simple, but still good. You can get a few different spacesuit options as mission rewards or found inside the Lodge, and you can even give the Equinox laser rifle a special Constellation skin at any of the weapon modification stations. Overall, the Constellation gear is generally pretty good, and you can actually use it through most or all of the game if you don't do a lot of side quests. You can also find some gear later in the Constellation quest chain that you can't get anywhere else, and while it's not specifically Constellation themed, and I won't spoil it, it fits an explorer vibe pretty well. In terms of rewards, working with Constellation can get you a lot of credits through a few different roundabout ways. In addition to the regular mission rewards, you can also turn in planetary survey data to Vladimir Saul on the Eye for a good chunk of money on each turn-in. A few of the quest chain missions also have unique weapon rewards, so you won't be at a loss for gear even if you just focus yourself on the main story progression. Notably, the side quests for the various Constellation NPCs also get you some unique rewards that I won't spoil here, but they're worth it. So are you up for the life of an explorer? Do you want to travel all over the settled systems and see everything that the game has to offer? Do you want to unravel the mysteries of the artifacts? If you answered yes to any of that, hit the Lodge and get to work. As always, thanks for watching.